Okay, it's to escape from Pertam, and you're on with Pixie Rain. We have some stuff to do this episode, and as you can see, the weather has decided to be, of course, really vicious. Oh man, here we are. We got ourselves an electric storm. Yep, that's just what we need. Wow, the visibility, guys, is like down near to just about zero. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this episode, I want to get some more work done on our ship, but clearly, wow, it is literally so bad, even at this altitude. Because we're up like at about, what, like 2 clicks or something like that, and you cannot even see the mountains. You can barely see the sun. You can barely see the moon up there. Dang. Alright, guys, well, it looks like we're not going out in that. Hey Bob, how's work going for you? You get everything all situated? Okay, cool. So, Jim's out there doing his thing out in the, like he usually does. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what our plots are doing here. Oh, you know what? I gotta bring up the heads-up display. Let's check it out. Okay, well, I'm thinking we should plant some stuff, because, like, yeah. We gotta have something to do for a while, guys, because this is not good weather to be outside in anything. So let's open these up, and let's get some seeds and get some food growing here, because I'm thinking we want to set things up. So it looks like we've got plenty of mushroom spores. So let's go ahead and do a nice full load of mushrooms. They actually grow pretty quick, so this should be good. Oh, before we do that, let us, okay, so we got a few things we need to do. First of all, I do not want the H2O2 gen pulling any ice out of this thing. So we're going to... We have an oxygen tank, so there's absolutely no reason why we need to have the... We're gonna go O2, because there we go. I want this generator to be off. I just don't want this thing to go all cattywampus on me, and we're gonna use these, and I don't want any of the ice from these things to get all processed out. Oh, do we have... Yeah, we only have the one. I just don't want there to be any issues with that, you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our mushrooms planted here. Okay, we got those there. We're gonna go ahead and get these planted here. I mean, well, the lightning electrical storm's going on. Of course, I really should put, I got grow lights in this one, but we need to replace it with some glass. That way we have, like, actual daylight. Oh, it looks like it's cleared up some. Alright, cool. Well, that's good. I guess that was going to be a fast storm, sort of. I'm okay with that. Let it be fast. We'll go ahead and secure these 2 rooms. Let's go ahead and set this one too. Let those things do their growing. Looks like we got to get ourselves some breakfast. We don't have anything in place. So let's go ahead and get in here and grab our morning coffee, because we always like to do morning coffee. So we're going to grab a morning coffee, and you know what? Let's have some steak this time. And actually, we're going to take 2 steaks, so we've got an extra steak. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And the first thing we're going to do is, of course, enjoy our coffee. So yeah, I want to get some work done. Try to get some of that ship set up. And then we're going to need to get more ice, because we do have to get the hydrogen tanks loaded up. So we want to get those things like maximized out. The trick here is really going to be what kind of altitude do we want to be at when we launch. We could just launch from where we're at now, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Also, I want to run the concept idea of maybe a detachable... I'm thinking about it like a detachable hydrogen tank. just for some extra go, and then that way we can just drop those once they're empty and switch over to the primary tanks once we're airborne. But I don't know that we're going to need to do that, but it might be a good idea. So we're going to go ahead and have our meet, and let's get started on today's tasks and things to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in here. Transfer, looks like we're back to clear weather. Outstanding. Hey, how's it going, Jim? Keeping things up and running, I see. Jim's always doing that. We probably should move Jim, honestly. Alright, so we got a little bit further along on this. We got our batteries in place last time. We got our oxygen, we got our cockpit, so we could actually jump in there if we needed to and get a recharge and all that fun stuff. However, we got to figure out where we're going to put the tanks. We got to figure out where we're going to put the thrust. We got to figure out a lot of stuff because we want to make this have an internal cabin. So there's the challenge too, and we got to figure out where we want the doors. We need to have a bed in here and all that other fun stuff. Yeah, so how are we going to do this? Well, I think this part here, we'll have to lift that part up and do it. Let's see, we got our batteries in place. Definitely going to want H2O2 gens. I'm thinking maybe we should run cargo containers along the sides. Yeah, I'm thinking a cargo container. I'm thinking 2 H2 tanks. I'm thinking cargo containers. We might, we're gonna need some thrust that's downward facing. And that is gonna actually be one of the more challenging options. So, I'm not sure. I think what we'll need to do is we're just going to have to kind of play with this a little bit, guys. I think this episode is going to be kind of one of those episodes where we're just kind of, well, we're definitely not going to use that color scheme. Well, actually, that could be kind of cool if we did like a yellow color scheme. Let's take a look at the color schemes that we currently have floating around in here. Yeah, we'll use white. Okay. So, let's see here. I like the gray. We'll do the gray. So, how are we going to do this? What kind of... Well, we definitely need to think about the walkway situation for sure. And then... let's go ahead and take a look at the... well, we got to get the frame in place for the interior first. That's really what we need to really think about doing right now. Because this is a pretty narrow spacing here. And we're going to want to take it out a little bit more. And yeah. So, but I do want to make sure we have... yeah, we're going to have to do some spacing. We got this elevated up high enough where I don't think it'll be much of a problem. So let's go ahead and look at, let's see, I'm thinking, okay. I'm thinking we'll use these for sure. Alright, and I'm thinking let's take it out to here. Well, you know what we could do? We could put those large modular storage containers on their sides. And if we set these out far enough, like so, let's see, would that be far enough out? No, probably one more. Oh no, actually, if we do it out to there, yeah. Because here's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking if we set those things up on there, we can have an interior access hatch in place. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we're gonna actually, let's see, where can we put that ramp? Because that's it. That is our ramp to the top. Well, Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, if we go out to about here, now what if we did that? And then we set up one of these large cargo containers. Like, what am I getting hit by? What the hell? What? Why am I getting... Is there like a... What the heck? Alright, I gotta get a weather thing up on here, because I don't... Why am I being fried? Like, I don't understand. Gravity? Not too worried about gravity at the moment. Well, actually, I have to be worried about the gravity for the moment. Oh man, I can't even put weather on here, because if I don't... Nah, I'm not gonna worry about gravity more than weather. Let's go ahead and check the weather, because I want to know why I'm getting fried. Like, what is going on with the weather here? And while we're at it, we're going to make that a blank screen, like that. And I want to do the other ones too while we're at it, because as you guys know, I've got a major beef with this blue screen garbage. I don't like it. I've never been much for the blue screens. I like a baseline screen color that's black. I like that because it makes it's I don't know, it's just easier on the eyes, I think, and a little bit more realistic. Yeah, it's clear, so why am I getting fried? Am I so close to the sun that I'm gonna get cooked? Wow, I really am in the way of the sun. Holy wow. Okay, that I didn't anticipate that at all. Okay, how many are we out on there? We're out 3. Okay. Well, we'll just get out of the way of the sunshine and. All right. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Be in sun, get fried. Okay. Good to know. All right. So I'm thinking one of these. Did I just get hit by something? I'm thinking if I do one of these here, and I do one of these here, that would definitely form sides, for sure. And I'm thinking do like hydrogen tanks off of this. Like right there. And I'm thinking by doing it this way, we're actually going to have enough room to walk back. And it'll be tall enough that it'll actually form the thing. Now here's the problem with this idea though. There is a problem. Just a small, tiny little issue. And that issue is like, dude, like, how am I gonna fit the bed and all that other stuff in here? You know, just small details, but I guess we could put them on the walls. And then we have the issue of we have to get downward thrust, but I guess we could set that up with if we did a connector here with downward and aft thrust would work. The other side of the coin too is where we're going to put the door where we board. Another issue that we got to figure out. So maybe if we do... Okay, so if we take these... First of all, I like having that there because it's blocking the sunshine for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop over here and let's get this Let's give this a little bit more love on the end of that. And then we'll run this. Let's see, if we run this right here. No, 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 there. So if we do that there, that gives us enough room here to potentially have a door. Theoretically. I wonder if we could actually fit a door there, because that would be... But we do have that there, but that also means that we could put reverse thrust in other locations. Oh, that's something. Yeah, that kind of disturbed me slightly. Didn't see that coming, guys. I should have seen it coming, but I did not. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so yeah, I think this might work. Let's go up here and get down here and take a look. So, say we go ahead and we put the door right here like so. Or what if we did this? No, we do it like this. Alright, so let's see, we're gonna go ahead and do a light armor block here. And then we'll do one there. And one there. Now we do that, let's get the door in place. And that should work. Right there. Alright, now we have our door on and off. Oh, that works out nicely. Now this side here, we don't have to have a door, but we probably want to make it kind of, oh, what's the word? Symmetrical. I'm a big fan of symmetry when I'm building ships, because here's the deal. You got to make ships relatively symmetrical weight distribution wise. So why not just make the whole bloody thing, you know, be really symmetrical, and then that way it works out really well. There we go. Okay, so now that's in place, that's in place. We have this. We have that. It's going to be right there. Okay. And then over here we can set up some stuff, and then back here will be where we'll put our bed right here. And then beyond that will be engines and stuff like that. Why do I see things flying around? Are we having a small windstorm or something? Let's see. Ah, dust storm. Great. Means we can get hit with something. Because, you know, that's not enough for us. We've got to get smacked by something. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see about our tank. Here we go. Alright. Oh, nope, that's not right. I don't know why, but I thought it hung out a little bit further, but it doesn't, so that's good right here. Oh yeah, that's perfectly nice. We can definitely work with that. That works out nicely. This could be a bit of a problem right there, but you know what? We'll just hop in here, grind that off, and even though, yeah, well, we could grind this off too. We'll just take those out of there. Whoops, nope. Take that. Alright, cool. And just to make sure that we do okay, let's go with the half block. And I bet there's one of those right over here too. Yep. And we'll put that there. You know, that way there's something here that we don't, so we don't like completely fall on our faces when we climb up here. Because you know that could be kind of difficulty. Since, you know. Oh, okay. Useful. Alright, cool. As long as I can get up there, that's what matters. Alright, so we'll clear that out. Okay, down here. And we'll put that there. And, yeah, we'll leave that alone for now. Alright, and then we're gonna put the, let's get that other tank on here. Okay. Alright, so we got them both in place. I don't know that that's enough room for my bed. It might not be enough room for that bed that I want to put in there. So let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's not. Because I want the, I want there to be enough room to be able to do a sideways bed. And I'm pretty sure that might, yeah, see, look. See, we could do it with those, but the, that little problem with the tank going too far over. You know, we're gonna have to widen this whole situation out just a hair bit more, but that's okay. I mean, that's fine. It can go out. It can go out a little further. That's okay. All right. So this is where we're gonna go out with it. So let's go ahead and why am I having a problem with that? Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so we've got these in place. Now, what I like to have these in place because I think that maybe we might use them for something. I'm not sure what exactly yet, but we'll use them for something. Alright, and let's go ahead and put one more on here. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and jump in here. We're jumping in here not because we need to like a supercharge on our stuff, but I want to try to get the exposure level down. So I'm thinking we'll get that in place, get those cargo pods in place, and they're going to offset the weight of those batteries too, which is another thing. I don't want to use, I would like to shift up some of those reactors as well, which is something I was thinking might go really, really well, like in these areas here, maybe. Like maybe right here. Just slap a couple reactors on there and then have it connect up. Because this area here will be sealed up anyway with angled armor, so I'm thinking let's go ahead and get those in here right now. I want to have 4 reactors because those reactors are what's going to power everything that's not thrusters, and it's also going to power the conveyoring system, and I would like to get some small ion drives as an emergency space kind of deal. So, oh, you know what we're going to do? Let's wait on that. And the reason why I want to wait on that is because I want those to be a different color. Alright, cool. Now we can get set up with a little bit more radiation, because, you know, that's all what we're doing today. Alright, cool. That goes all the way out. All the way out. Good gravy, that's a lot of space, but it looks like a lot of space, but it really isn't once we get everything in place. And that's kind of the situation with that. We'll angle that in and then that'll be okay. So let's go ahead and get our tanks in place as well. Okay, we'll get one tank right here. We're gonna rotate it. There we go. Another tank right here. Alright, now we should have enough room to be able to fit the bed that I really would like to put on here. And we could actually go with a large reactor, but honestly I don't think it's necessary. But I think the idea of having ion drives as well, have it be a combination ion drive and hydrogen, I think is going to make a really big difference. Oh shoot, where's the sun at? Are we okay? Good, it's right there. All right. So all in all, I think this is going to work out really nicely. The other thing about having those there, it means we can also set those up with hydrogen thrust if we need additional downward thrust or side-mounted thrust. But I think that we should be fine with conveyoring with just regular conveyors. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Let me see something about those tanks. Do they have, are they, yeah, okay, good. They got one on all sides. Okay, that's good. That's really good, actually. I like that. That means that we'll be able to do a conveyor converter. And, oh, wait a minute. We got to make sure we got enough clearance for the thrusters. Because it would really suck to have not enough clearance. Okay, so basically... yeah, okay, basically the thrusters are going to be like this. Okay. Alright, we can work with that. We'll work with that. That's fine. That's fine. We can deal with this. This is okay. We can just run, we'll just run a conveyor line over to it, I guess. And that'll work out fine. That'll be our vertical thrust right there. And we'll do a vertical thrust right there. Alright, and then that'll be our aft thrusters there. Oh wait, we need 2 vertical thrusts on both sides. Are we, what are we out of? Oh yeah, we're out of steel. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some welding done, because I want to get some of these things more permanently attached. Alright, cool. Alright, so here is where I was thinking about doing the other, but we're going to wait to do that. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and jump over here, and we'll snatch up this. And we might as well grab all this stuff, because the stuff we don't need, we'll just go up into this storage deal here. I mean, it's not like it's not going to be totally unnecessary. Eat that real quick. But it is going to be necessary as far as that stuff's concerned. Okay, so let's, we want to get this tank set up, and if we can get this tank set up, it'll go a little bit better for us. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this a little bit more. Okay, now we see where it is. So because I see where that is, let's see about getting the rest of, let's see, where's my motion? There's movement right there. Alright, so we're going to put one there. And then we're going to put one right. Okay, so we need one right there. Okay, is that how that's going to go? Yeah. Yeah. Because if we do 2 large thrusters, we'll have enough. We'll definitely have the lift we need to get off the planet, because that's, you know, that's a lot of thrust. And then we'll have. I'm gonna use the other thruster for the back on this one. Right there. Right there. Okay. So that gives us our primary forward thrust and gives us massive amounts of vertical thrust, which is kind of what we need. We'll have additional thrusters on the top there, but for now, let's get that set up. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and get that. Get these things welded as much as we can. Get the material put on here. Alright, and then let's go ahead and let's see. No, don't have any more of that, so let's go ahead and drop these off in here. We'll run down here and see what else is in here. Okay, I don't know that we're going to need superconductors, but we might. Depends upon what kind of weapon systems, maybe, or what kind of other things we might put on build on here. So let's see what else we got. Just clearing out as much of this material as we need. Okay, so here's where we've got our materials for our, that's where we got for the other. Okay, so yeah. Let's get you up and running here. Good. Alright, and then let's get you going. Nope, still need interior plates for those. Alright then. Let's go ahead and hop on board. Alright, so I got a couple of things we're gonna do here. So let's go ahead. First of all, I want to get the let's get these things in place. We're leaving those like that because, oh shoot, where are you at? Oh man, it's right there in front of me. There it is. I can't avoid it now. We can't avoid it, guys. We're gonna get roasted every single time we step out now because we cannot get away from this thing. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna sit here for a second, guys. We're gonna let it go ahead and do its thing. Alright, we're gonna sit for a second. We're down to 65. That's good enough for me for now. We haven't got a roof on this. That's part of the problem. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I don't know that I really absolutely have to have a connection there, because we have the floor, and the floor is basically one big connector, so. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that door in place again. Oh, we need interior plates. Okay. Good gravy, man. This thing is like, it's roasting us. Good gravy, guys. Well, what I'm going to do is I want to get these, we get these crates out of the way. I'll put lights in there that'll shine up on the ship while we're working on it, you see? But I want to be able to get these lights, these boxes emptied out and put into storages, and then that way you can be able to have those material set up in there. So let's go ahead and offload this stuff right now. We'll go ahead and see what we got here. Okay. Just want to get this stuff into the storage containers. Or weld it up as much as we can. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I want to get these hydrogen thrusters turned off because I do not want them igniting. That would not be okay. Those two industrial ones, and then I'll look for the other hydrogen. Let's see. Large hydrogen thruster. And off. Okay, cool. Because I'm about to do some stuff. Wow, you are absolutely not cooperative with the getting things done there, are you? Alright, let's go ahead and get you done that way. Missiles. Well, you should be in the magazine down below. gonna go to here. We're gonna pull out this. We're gonna drop you down there. We'll get that in a little bit. Let's see, do we have, yeah, we do. Okay, good. Alright, cool. It's always freaky, guys, when it does that. It's like revving up something, and I never quite got that. Alright, we don't have any interior plates, no problem. Alright, getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna change to, I want to change to a yellow and the hazard symbol. Even though we won't have hazard stripes on the actual reactor, I kind of want to have it there. And then let's go ahead and, oh man, that sunshine, man, it's like murder on you. Okay, where are you at? Alright, we got to be behind it. Alright, we're in the shade now. Okay, cool. Now let's see here. I like the warfare ones, so we'll do a small warfare. We'll run up here really quick. Go 1, 2, okay. And we'll run over on the other side, do the same thing on the other side. Alright. Okay, and then we're going to go and do this. Crouch down, which I don't think is going to matter because I'm pretty sure we're in the sunshine anyway. Alright, let's get inside the cockpit. I wish we had cover over this like it was a hangar bay, but, you know, can't really get everything we want apparently, so. Wow, it is slow and not windy. What are we, low wind now? Is that where? Yep, I knew it. I always think it's kind of weird how that's up like that. It's weird. Alright, exposure level's enough for me. Okay, and then... Okay, we'll drop this stuff off in here. And we'll run back off of here and go and see if we can't collect some more stuff. Wow, okay. Yeah, we definitely got some stuff we gotta do with you guys. Alright, so let's see, go here to the lights. Where in... There we are. And that sunshine is killing me, man. Alright, so I'm thinking I don't want to do yellow lights. Actually, why not? That actually could be kind of cool. I mean, we've done everything in white and grays on here, why not? And honestly, I'm thinking let's do these all of these in yellow. I mean, why not? Do I got steel plates? I don't know, maybe. No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay. Okay, let's see. Lab hydrogen tanks. Also turn those off, because I don't want those on. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, and then we run over here. Do these ones as well. Perfect. Alright. So now we'll drop these materials off in here. And we'll move on to the next cargo. Ah, there's what we want right there. And we'll do another light right there. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. But I do need to get... I do want to get some sort of, like, railing out here. Gotta do some safety here, guys. Otherwise, we're just gonna run right off of here, and then we'll be really sad. God dang. That sunshine. I'm telling you, that sun is murder, guys. Jeez. I can't even be out for like 5 seconds before it's like kicking me in the butt. Now, see? Now we're not going to fall off when we're doing this and we go bonk. Because, yeah, that's a long ways down, guys. We do not want to end up down there. We would not survive the fall at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to this and let's get some more. We need to go back over to here. See if we can't get some more protection. Alright, cool. Okay, we're back to 69 again. Go over here. Let's see here. Do we need... I wonder if we can get... Okay, we need to get the pipes in there. Okay, good. Let's see. Pipes in there? Yes, we do. Pipes in there? Yes, we do. Alright, we're out of pipes. No problem. Let's see. Get that in place, get that in place. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and drop these off in here. Still got plenty of supplies in there. We'll need those a little bit later. Okay, grids. Gotta love that. Let's see. Okay. Alright, we got those pipes out of the way. Alright. Okay. Okay, just trying to get all this material up here, get it all, get some stuff set up here, so we'll be good to go. Alright. Now, do we have... We do. Okay, cool. So now I can actually set up... Oh, first of all, let's go ahead and change us back to gray, because we're going to be doing something a little different. Alright, and then we're going to go back to this right here. Because we're going to go back over and get some more connections in place, because we need to connect... We need to do a connection for the for these thrusters, and I want to do... Actually, I want to do multiple connections, because I also want to do it like this. Actually, you know what I could do? This, okay. I got an idea that's going to look a lot cooler than that. Instead of doing those, let's go with these. And then we'll go like that. That'll look kind of cool, I think. Alright, and then that's going to connect us this way to 2. So we got multiple options for connectivity. Those will connect directly to this, which then connects over to that. So that works out fine that way too. And then on the front side here, we can set up, you know, our, well, this side here we have our, let's get our door in place. Let's see, where are you at? Structure. There we are. Oh, that's too far over. Alright, there we go. Doors in place. Okay, cool. And that's in place. We'll go ahead and let's set the, You know, we might be able to get away with a survival kit on this if we've got the components. I don't know if we've got the medical kit components, but it might not be a bad idea to get one set up. So, but I was thinking we're gonna want access to this. So maybe an access panel there, and then maybe an access panel there. And then I'm thinking, but I like the idea of a survival kit being available. So maybe on this side we'll put the survival kit. I wonder if we can do that. I bet we can. I bet it's not going to be too bad, but it's hard to say because they can be kind of big, and it looks like we got a big one here. Yeah. Okay, we've got a large grid and a small grid access point. Huh. Well, daggone it, that's gonna be a pain in the butt unless we put it right like that. We could put that there, but if we do it there, that's gonna create us a bit of a problem. Well, it might not actually create us any problems, depending upon how we play this. Yeah. If we do another one of these, if we do another conveyor converter right there, that would do the trick. We're gonna have to do an angle on that anyway. And then let's see here. Okay, we're gonna need some pipes, that's for sure. Ah, nice. Okay. Then if we put the survival kit right here, well, that one's... I mean, we could do the survival kit back here, I guess. If we did it back here, we could actually put it like so, and that would actually connect up nicely. Might protect it a little bit more if we put it there too. And then put the bed. If we put a bed, because I want to be able to have a bed in here. We put the bed right in front of it. Right there. And then we could put that there, right on that side there, or actually we put that there, and that covers, yeah, there's not a lot of space in here, but that would protect the entire setup if we did that way. And then this side here we can put things like our stuff like our AI blocks and what have you, which would leave this area here free to put whatever we like. So that's actually, I kind of like that idea. So we'll just tentatively leave those there. And we will put and we can always put our other stuff in here up against the walls and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that. I like having that there. We can, it gives us a spot over here too where we can set up a few things also. Having the survival kit in place there means you can still access it by reaching across there, because it does connect with that. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then we can put some stuff right over here too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put some light armor blocks right down here. Just to kind of give me the clue, you know, of where that is. Yeah, that works out nicely. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, that's going to work out nicely. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and weld those up. And we can always change those if we need to, too. And like right here, let's see, what do we got? There was, there's some structures we can put on there too. Let's see here, we got sinks. So the sink could actually go right there if we wanted to go to sink. We don't really have, we got a fridge, we got an oven, we got a microwave, we got a coffee machine. The coffee machine could go right here. And the fridge could go right below it. Right there. And then oven, I don't really know where we'd put an oven, honestly. We got the sink right there. I don't know that there's anywhere to, we could put, I guess we could put the oven over on this side. I don't really see how there's anywhere else to put an oven. I mean, we could put it over on this side here up against the wall here. But I don't know. Well, you know what we could do. I mean, space is always going to be a premium, so I mean, it is space. Unable to place oven. Unable to place oven. Oh, that's because it's got to have a front portion to for opening it up. Of course it does, because that is in the way right there. That makes sense. However, what I could do is put the oven here. We could put the oven there and the sink in the other place. Put the oven right there. And then up above there we can put like whatever we want. We got a microwave. Where's the microwave gonna go? Well, the microwave's not going there, that's for sure. I mean, I guess we could put the microwave up above the stove. Like right there. And then we got a coffee machine, again with the coffee machine, but we could put the sink over there. Coffee machine can go here. And then the sink can go here. There. Fridge goes down here. I want to see, okay, so what is up on this fridge? Is that up? Or is that up? Oh, that looks like that's up. Okay. Okay, fridge goes there. Alright, so that covers all of those fun little deals. Let's go ahead and we have a weapons rack. Now the weapons rack could actually go right down below. We could also put it above the sink. But I don't like how that would be. Maybe the weapons rack can go somewhere on the wall over here maybe, or actually, I like it right there actually. Weapons rack there, first aid kit here, on either side of the door. That makes sense. Or, oh wait, better yet, what if we did, well no, we're gonna do angle blocks there, so I think those are the best spots unless we decide to change it. So that takes care of the stuff in that side. Let's see, we do have storage shelves, but those are significantly larger than the space we currently have here. I don't really foresee them. Yeah, it's weird. It says it's not available, but it is. It's weird. Okay, whatever. Whatever, guys. I don't care. All right. So let's see here. I'm looking to see. We do have console modules. So let's go ahead and pick a few of those. We're just filling in spaces where we may have extra, you know, some stuff sitting around here, you know. Unable to place that. Okay, no problem. Looking to see. Alright, so that's an angle upwards. Alright, now could put that up there, and if we did that, that would definitely be functional, but I don't know. I don't like that there, and I don't really like that there either, or I mean, we could do that. I mean, that would work, but I don't really want that either.
Energy low.
Yep, I know. Energy's low. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know about that, guys. We'll have to see what else we got going on for that. We don't have a toilet capability. We do have planters, but not for small grid. Okay. I'm looking to see if we got any other decorations or any other small grid options. Conduit straight. No, none of that's available for this particular setup. Alright. We do have some benches and stuff we could do, but we'll think about that a little bit later. So I think this is a good start on some stuff, so let's go ahead and weld what we can. Alright, let's go ahead and see about grabbing some more materials. Okay, we don't need that, or that. Well, pipes, glass, this, okay. Sink's up. Microwave, oven is up. Well, not quite up, but close. Coffee pot. Yes, our coffee maker is up. Yay. It's the small things in life, guys. You gotta have your coffee. Alright, so that's some more stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and... just trying to weld up what I can here. Do we have any more glass in there? No, we do not. Now I gotta do that on this side too. So let's go ahead and hop outside and go down here and do the same thing we did on this side on that side, but we do need to get this.
Critical.
Yes, I know. Oh, wow. We need energy, we need food, we need everything, so... Alright, we gotta go downstairs and get some food, guys, because we are hungry. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run down here and get some food. We'll continue to do some work on that, but first we need food, some recovery. I mean, we've been working on this, guys, and I think we're going to have a really nice little ship once we're done. I think that it's going to turn out really well. I'm excited about it. Oh, that reminds me, we need to consume some... we need to get those mushrooms up and running here. So let's go ahead and eat some frontier stew. Yummy, yummy. Wolf it down real quick. And let's collect our mushrooms. Awesome. Gotta love it. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Because we won't be able to grow anything in space once we leave. So we're gonna want plenty and plenty of food. So let's go ahead and drop the mushrooms off. And do I have, let's see. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of food queued up. That's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get another set of things. Let's go ahead and do some grains this time, guys. We'll get this set up in here and get these planted. Ideally, what I'd like to do is I would like to get everything down to where we have 4 packs of seeds, and then we'll do some seed stuff. Right now we're getting some grains up. It is a lot less bugs to deal with when you're up in the air like this, and that's kind of nice. So I'm not going to complain about that. We're going to speed up the process by laying down. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to lay down here for a second, let that energy build up. When you lay down, you do not have any food depletion. See how there's a symbol there next to the food? That means that food consumption, or the hunger thing, has been paused. So whenever you lay down, you're not going to be losing any of your hunger points, which is good. Alright, let's get back to work, guys. We got a lot to do. I want to get some more stuff welded up that we've got in place. So let's go back and get back to the task of getting our ship constructed. Oh yeah, so it's starting to come together a little bit. Kind of nice. So, anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down here and get the rest of those, of this piping that we need to match on the other side. Alright, let's get that going here. We need... Nope. We want that one right there. And we want the T. There we go. Alright, and get that one in there, and then get one right here. Okay, we need interior plates too. Do we have any in here? We do. Alright. Take those. Oh, also, we need construction components. Okay, we got those. I don't think yeah, I might need pipes too, so we might as well grab those as well. Grab the rest of those, grab that, grab that, grab that. I mean, it's all stuff we're gonna need anyway. Alright. Okay, that's mildly annoying. Oh, crap. Gonna have to set up some safety barriers over there so we don't fly off there. Okay, that's very... This is like very... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Since I don't want to play this trying to find the sweet spot when we jump thing, we're just gonna walk in. Alright, good deal. Okay. Oh, gotta love it. And yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Well, that's pretty cool. We got our sink here. Good to go, good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and get our... And we got our refrigerator. Oh! Nice! We can store some food in here. Oh, that is brilliant. Okay, cool. Can't store any coffee in the coffee machine, but that is absolutely okay. I'm okay with that. See? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're not doing that. No, 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 guys. I'm sorry, but I'm not staring at a survival kit when I'm in the bunk. Nope, that is not happening today or any other day on board this ship. So, yeah. We're going to do it that way. Okay, now see, that's much better. Now I feel more like I'm in a rack and not stuck inside of some weird thing. Okay, cool. Alright, cool, cool, cool. We need metal grids for you, and grids for you. So those guys just need grids, that's good. I'm okay with that. We can go ahead and, let's go ahead and get some, light armor in place here. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Alright, so that's looking, this is actually looking like it's working pretty good here. I like this. We can put a first aid kit in there. Alright, and then this is weapons. We got enough room for weapons. We can stockpile this stuff up, get these in place, and that's going to be really, really nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish getting some more work done here. What do we need on here? We need those right here. And actually, there's some uranium in this vehicle, so I'm pretty sure we can... It'll... Yep, there it goes. Lights them all up. Okay, good. Cool. Alright. So that works out nicely. Got that in place. Let's go ahead and get this in place. We need displays. And then displays and medical components for you. Alright, cool. Alright, so the rest of these materials we're just going to drop over on this side here. Oh wait, we need to get those for the other. We're going to close that door there. We're going to close that door there. Look at that. That's just going to be such a... This is such a good ship. I'm really kind of pleased with it. I think it's going to do a really good job by us, and so let's go ahead and make sure that's good to go. I do want to get some fans, some vents, and we'll set those up here too. As a matter of fact, I think what I want to do is we'll set up some flooring here too, but for now I think this is coming along really well. Let's see. We do need to get... Okay, 15 there. Alright, oops. Did not want to do that. Alright, so we're going to jump over this. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We got more material in here we're going to use? Yes, we do. And some rather annoying material is gonna go away real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this stuff off in here. I don't know that we're gonna need it, but we'll drop it off in here for sure anyway. And yeah, so that takes care of all that. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything in this, but let's go ahead and check it just to be sure. Yeah, nope, nothing there. Check for anything in there. Yes, we do have a lot in there. So let's go ahead and take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. I don't know that we'll need all those, honestly, so maybe we'll drop these off. Definitely gonna need those, this, for sure. Yeah. And those grids we kind of really wanted, but I want the displays more than the grids, so let's go ahead and get up in here. Displays. Nope. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, that's one. Duck down. Come around. Let's see if we get this one. Nope, not yet. Okay, cool. Alright, so at this point we pretty much exhausted everything up top side. I don't think I have access points or anything down here. So yeah. And we've exhausted everything out there. Let's check to make sure we don't have any components in there. No, we do not. Alright, so basically all the rest of the components we're going to need to use for this build is going to be found down here. Okay. Let's take 10 of those. We got 21 of those, that's good. We'll take all 54 of those, we'll take 49 of those, we'll take all of those, because all of that is really, like, important. Take another of those, okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is get some more material stockpiled up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this stuff sent up there. Weld what we can, and then, of course, next episode, we're going to be doing some more work on it. Right now, I want these railings in place so we don't fall, get hurt. There we go. See, I like that. That really looks kind of cool. Okay. You're gonna get hooked up. Alright. And then let's get you almost done. Okay. I should put a connector here. That's what we should do. A conveyor, one of those conveyor converters. That's what we want. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That works out nicely, although we need a motor. Should be able to fix stuff in here too. Alright, that takes care of that. Alright, cool. Alright, so that takes care of all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and toss all these materials up in here, and I think I just saw... nah. That's a space pirate mayday. Alright, so let's go ahead and dump these materials in here too. We'll need those for further construction. I want to see if I have any medical components. I don't think we do, but it's worth a shot to check. I also want to collect what goods we have that we can use. Specifically, equipment, things like that we've got in lockers. But right now I'm looking to see if we got any medical components. I'm not thinking we do, but we might. No, not seeing any. Okay. No, we got batteries, but I don't... Wait, we do, right here. Outstanding. Oh, that is great. Now we can have another survival kit, guys. That's pretty nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over here to our things here. None of that stuff. Let's see. Weapons. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab one of those. We'll grab that ammo. Might as well grab that and that ammo as well. And then we'll come over here. Power kits. We'll get the anti-radiation. We'll take 10 of the first aid kits. Let's take 30 of the coffees. Let's take all the garden slaws, the clang crunchies, and the green pellets. Yeah. Let's do that. The ice I'll put somewhere else. Okay, okay. And then over here we've got, well, we'll grab one of those. And I'll grab one of those. That way we've got some tools. Since we're going to be in space, we're probably going to want a drill. So let's see if we got any drills tossed up inside of these containers. And we do right here. So let's go ahead and grab a drill as well. Alright. Let's head upstairs and get these things put away where they need to go. Inside of our new ship that we're in the middle of, got the bare bones start on, but you know what? It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Alright, so let's get this thing put away. Okay, first aid kit first. Okay, see how that does. Okay, we can only fit 2 first aid kits in there. Wow. Well, that's kind of not okay. Means we're going to need to have a separate first aid kit for a couple of different things. Huh. Okay. But we can put a whole lot of that in there. Can I fit these in there? Nope. What about the tools? Nope. Okay. Okay, no problem. So we're going to need to have small cargo containers of some kind. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get our coffee and food put away. Okay, we can only do 24 cans of coffee, so let's take that away. We can put 8 of those. Okay, can we put that, that, and that? Okay, and then we'll put the most coffee we can put in there. Alright, cool. Now the fridge is occupied. And we can't really do anything with the microwave besides open it. Okay. Can't store anything in the stove. Okay. So that's what we got going on, guys. So what we're going to do, I think what I want to do is maybe set up a couple of, well, where do we want to put them? I'm thinking small cargo containers to put additional supplies and things in. Like, no, not like that. Like this. Put one like right there, maybe? Like right there? No. Well, I'd like to put another first aid kit somewhere. Wait. I don't have a... Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. That's why we can't do that, because we need to have the components for that, of course. Okay, let's get that in place. That. Alright. Now let's see where we're going to put it here. We could put a bunch of them across the bottom of that, but we could put it under the sink. But I'm actually leaning towards putting them here. 1 and 2. But here's the problem. If I decide to do what I was thinking, which is lay out plate floors, I'm going to need that clear. So, maybe. Well, I can't really put them on this. I could put them over the sink. Make sure they're facing the correct way. Computers, displays, and interior plates. Okay. Computer cancel. I have a device, and yeah, it's called that, so that happened. Okay, let's see here. Where's, yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's where we can store our tools. Okay, and then this one here is where we can store the rest of our food and medical supplies. Actually, we'll take the medical supplies out. I really want to get, put another medical facility in place, honestly. Where would I put another medical kit location? Probably right down there. Bet we could do it. Let's take a look. If we could even do 2, that would be nice. So let's see here. Where is it? And there it is. So now unable to put them. Can't put them down there. Can't put it up there. We could put it now. Where? Well, yeah. Well, we don't really want to put it on the floor. I guess we could put it on either side of this and just leave that clear, but it's not really what I wanted. But I guess here's what we can do. We just hold off on that, I guess. We'll drop them off inside the cockpit and figure it out from there. How about that? But now let's get this first aid, get this survival kit up. And it is up. I like that. Alright, so now we're styling. And now we've got this set up. And then we can open it up, and there's our bed right there. And while we're at it, we can get that set up like that. And yeah, alright, this is cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty sweet. Yeah, this is really good. The only problem I see is that I don't know for sure if I'm gonna be okay with this hydrogen tank there. That's the biggest concern I have with this setup. I don't know if that's gonna work. You know what we may have to do? Yeah, I wonder. We may have to change this setup here a little bit. Get rid of the we have to do some rearranging here actually. Because it occurs to me, here's what I'm thinking, guys. I like the idea, but I feel like there needs to be a wall between the hydrogen tanks, because I don't believe they're going to be airtight once we get them sealed up. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be. And that means that we're going to need to make some fixes on this thing, because yeah. I feel like it's not going to work too well, and so it's kind of frustrating. So I think that yeah, we may end up reworking it. I don't know, we'll see. I might rework it off camera, but I might do it next episode too. And we do have all those power kits. Can the power kits fit in the bed, I wonder? Can we even put anything in the bed? Nope. Okay. So power kits are going to go in here. We'll put those in there too. So, alright. Well, that works out. That I think that's going to be pretty good. We might change up the color scheme. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe changing the bed scene a little bit. If I do change the bed up, I might just move it to one side and then have all the sinks and stuff on the other side. Actually, I kind of like that idea. Honestly, I think that might actually be smart. We can get rid of this here, but if we do put the bunk in, it's gonna probably stick out a little ways, because I'm pretty sure any wall action we do is going to be right here, and then I think it's let's find out. I think it's about 2 squares wide. I think it is. So let's take a look. Yeah, see. It's 2 squares wide. So what we'd wind up having to do is it'd have to be on the one side, is what we'd have to set it up as. And we can rearrange where the sink and the kitchenette and stuff is. And the first aid kit can still be on the end. So actually, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So maybe take these out of the picture, move those over here. Yeah. You know what? We're just gonna do it now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, see, we're going to need to put a wall right here because of this gapping all around in here and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're going to have to stick this thing over here, but it'll have to have a wall there too. Ooh, this could be... Actually, this might not even work at all. We may have to put the bunk over here near the front just so that I can be able to have... Yeah. Just so that we can have enough room to work with, because I think this is going to be pretty gummed up. Yeah, I'm afraid that's probably what's going to happen here. Yeah, because this is filling in this spot here to the level of that. Yeah. And then if we do... We'll have to go to, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it that way, actually. So here's what we can do. We can do the stove down there, but if we do that, we'll have to lift the coffee pot up, but I don't like that. We could do, yeah, I like that the way it is, but we could put, You could put storage right next to it. We could put the, oh, you know what we could do? What if we did the fridge right here? Okay, so say we did the fridge right here. Okay, and then down here, we go with, we do the two cargo pods down here to put the additional materials in. That way they're there. Alright, and then for that cargo container, that'd be tools. And then this refrigerator. And then that's the rest of the coffee. Okay, and then we'll need to do like an angle. We'll have to do like angle, some angle armor here. So that goes in that place, and then we have access to this survival kit right here. And then on this side here, we're going to need to have another set of stuff. So back here, we could put the stove right there on top of here. That would work, and put the microwave next to it. And if we did that, actually, you know what? And put that here. And then this could be right here is where I'll put a vent, because we're going to need to have some sort of a way of getting oxygen and stuff like that into the place. So okay, and then right here down. Okay, so down here is where we'll put the stove. Okay, oven right here. Oven, and then okay, that's going to be oven. Alright. Okay, so right about the survival kit, we got that where we cooked there. And then the microwave. Above that, like off to the side here maybe? Or would that go, we could put it, I wonder if that, oh, I wonder if that is airtight. Might be worth a try to see if it's airtight, and if it is... No, it doesn't look like it. Well... No, it does not look airtight at all. No. I have to put it there. And then the sink will go underneath it, right here. Alright, and then go back here, get the light armor back in place. I mean, it might not be, it might be, well, we won't know until we actually, like, try to make this thing airtight during a sandstorm. But, hey, it's worth a shot, right, guys? I mean, now, I'm thinking this is actually a good spot to put, maybe I'll put a, plate. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I got an idea. This is a good spot to put some electronics. We could put a secondary refrigerator there too. That's actually probably a good idea. Put another fridge right here.
Energy critical.
Okay, get that. Alright, and then up here, so I'm thinking right here and right here. I'm thinking right up here maybe we'll put, I wanted to have some, I wanted to have some event controllers, and that is a very good spot to put it. Right here. And we'll leave that there. Alright, get a display. Oh, not on that side. There they are. And then down here, I was thinking about a text panel. Could actually do a couple of text panels, but I was thinking for sure put one right here. And we could go with another text panel right here. And then I was thinking we could go with a, let's get an audio media player. That might be a good spot to put it right there, but I don't know, it might not be, it might have an airtight issue. But I was thinking it might be kind of cool to have a media player set up here somewhere so we have access to it. So we can do music and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. And then... Oh, you know what we could put there? No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So it gives us a couple of screens there. We've got our stove here. We've got another one of these that we can put more food in. We've got all this in place. This should work out really nicely. Now over here is where we'll put the bunk. And that's what I was thinking. Right across from there would be the bunk to sleep on. But there's no real way we can make it do what I was thinking about that whole... I like the idea of making it be in a in that kind of situation where
No energy.
oh, get in there. You know, that situation where you have the like the bunk that has the door that shuts, so you have some privacy and you can sleep. I just don't see being able to do that with this configuration the way it is. We're gonna hop out and take a look though. We could probably do it if we wanted to, actually. We probably could. It'd be snug, but we'll give it a try. Let's give it a try. Let's pull the weapons off of here and get this done. And let's see here. If we did that, what would it look like? I mean, would it be really, really tight, or would we be able to pull it off? Let's see here. Okay, so if we come in here, we'd be coming in. There'd be that. There's the door entrance there. Walk this way. So it would be kind of a snug, tight situation, but we could probably pull it off. If we brought it over... So if we did it right here, maybe... Alright, so say we did it right there. So it's evened up with the bed. Let's go ahead and get the bed. Get the bed made, and then we'll get the door in place. We'll see how things are. Okay, so yeah, that's not okay. All right, so let's try this. I really want to try that. I mean, I know it seems kind of silly, guys. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Can't be doing that now, can we? Okay, so why are you not cooperating? There we go. Alright, so, bed. Now, let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna need to... A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now, this looks out at the door. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, we could do that. That works. And then just construction components. It's gonna be tight if we do it this way, though. But all in all, I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, we're gonna need to move it a little bit closer to the door, just so we have a wall there, so it separates us out. So yeah, that door is definitely going to have to be right up on it. And so yeah, that's definitely got to go there. Alright, so let's get this bed situation under control, man. It's like, this is so insane. I'm so dwelling on this bed situation so much. Alright, there's that. Now we've got a space here where we can be able to put a wall here. Get in here, looking out that way. And it's not like we're not going to have to do any kind of working around it, but dude, that really is right up on the cockpit though, isn't it? Yeah, that's just not gonna fly. It's just too up on the thing. Yeah. It's just way too up on it. Yeah. Nope. That is definitely going to have to be a bunk that is right here. But I also don't want it to be like... we'll put it right here for now. And then there's an option for another one up here, but I don't know that we want to put one up there, but it is a possibility we could double rack it. Especially if we dropped it down, it would work, but I did want to keep this area down here set, so let's go ahead and get this thing in place right here, and then we're going to go ahead and call it. So that was a really good episode. I think that we got a lot done, guys. I went ahead and got into the cockpit so that we could take a good look at what we've got built. We've got some really good thruster capability. I think it's definitely going to give us the lift we need. We've got the cargo pods there. We're going to set up some small thruster capability. We still got to get an H2O2 gen hooked in there. We do have one oxygen tank. We might want to put a second one in there. I haven't decided yet, but we do have one right down there, which, yeah, you can't really see, but it's down there. We do need to get the bed in place, the cabin finished up, get some of the displays set up that we need to have set up, and of course get the angles right. We need to get everything all set and looking good for the whole process here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the H2O2 gens on that side over there opposite the door, because the door isn't going to be an issue. So a whole lot more to come, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Space Engineers Escape from Pertam. You know the deal, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and please leave messages in the comments. I'm always happy to respond. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.